it's Miss Mimi here again. And today I have a story for us that's titled Jayden's Impossible Garden. We're going to jump right into it because I think this is a longer book. I love the cover because it's so colorful and I can see different colors. Can you see? What colors can you see? I can see red, I can see green, I can see pink, I can see purple, I can see yellow. What colors can you see? Okay, we're gonna dive right in. This book is dedicated to all the children out there who love the outdoors and gardening and nature. And yeah, just nature. Jayden loved nature. At school, he played outside during recess. On field trips, he pretended to be a scientist, collecting acorns, stones, and twigs. In Jayden's favorite books, kids played in tree houses or climbed rocks. But after school, Jayden had to stay inside. There's no nature here in the middle of the city, Mama said. But Jayden knew there was. On his way home, he watched squirrels scrounge for snacks. He listened to the calls of cardinals. He felt fat, fluffy snowflakes as they fell from the sky and landed on his face. Can you tell what season Jayden is in right now? It's got snow, so it means it's winter. A wheelchair van lowered Mr. Curtis onto the sidewalk in front of Jayden's building. Each afternoon, he would inch forward and stop, then look around from the sky to the ground. He would close his eyes to breathe in the cold, fresh air before wheeling in. And Jayden wondered if Mr. Curtis wanted to be outside as much as he did. Every day, Jayden walked home very slowly, just so he would get there just as the wheelchair van pulled up. He opened the building door wide and waited as Mr. Curtis wheeled inside. "Thank you, Jayden," said Mr. Curtis. Mr. Curtis was outside one day as Jayden walked up. "What are you looking at?" Jayden asked. "That crocus. How did it get there?" "Magic." "That's the crocus right there. Little purple flower, I think." Jayden smiled, wanting to stay. Then his shoulders slumped. "I have to go inside. Mama says there's nothing to do out here." "My daughter says that too," Mr. Curtis nodded. "But I just want to be out all day." "Can I go outside with Mr. Curtis?" Jayden asked Mama. "He loves nature too." "What a kind idea." "But Jayden, there's no nature here in the middle of the city." What do you think, friends? Is there nature in the middle of the city? From then on, Jayden and Mr. Curtis met every day after school. Mr. Curtis told stories of his childhood adventures in Mississippi. Jayden shared facts he had found in animal books. They compared nature collections. They searched for ant hills. They built towers from old boxes, from stones, and from sticks. "This is our secret fort," Jayden said. They planted mystery seeds in old containers. "This is our magical garden," Mr. Curtis said. One day, Jayden tried to share his secret. "Mama, here is the magical secret fort garden I made with Mr. Curtis." Can you see it over here? "These old buckets and boxes?" Mama shook her head. "Jayden, honey, I'm glad you and Mr. Curtis are enjoying time together. But there's no nature here in the middle of the city." So Jayden and Mr. Curtis made a plan. My daughter didn't understand why I wanted her to bring me her empty coffee containers rather than recycling them, Mr. Curtis said. Jayden helped Mr. Curtis decorate the coffee containers, and they planted zinnia, marigold, and nasturtium seeds inside them. Wow! Mama said I shouldn't keep trash, Jayden said. So I told her I was recycling this milk jug. Mr. Curtis helped Jayden cut holes in the middle of the jug and attach a string to the top. They filled it with scarlet runner bean seeds. Together, they discovered something new each afternoon that summer. While watering the garden, they plucked a caterpillar and put it in a jar. It became the guardian of the fort. After watching a spider weave its web, Jayden stretched an old basketball net across the top of his tower and knotted the bottom. It became a tiny hammock. When flowering green vines began inching along the laundry lines, Mr. Curtis twirled the tendrils toward the tower. They became a royal rope bridge. Wow, they're so creative together. Jayden was almost ready for the last part of his plan, showing Mama the magical secret fort garden. But would she see the garden the way he and Mr. Curtis did? Was there enough nature to show her? One hot summer evening, the secret got out. Did you see those butterflies? Asked Shanice from down the hall. Listen to that cooing, said Mr. Williams from upstairs, pointing to a mourning dove nesting in the royal hammock. Look! Everyone rushed to the rope bridge. Mama hurried down the stairs toward the small crowd. What's wrong, Jayden? Listen, Mama. A hummingbird, Jayden said. Mr. Curtis nodded. Neighbors smiled. Everyone soaked in the beauty that surrounded them. It's our magical secret fort garden, Jayden said. And this time, Mama saw what Jayden saw. The magic of nature was all around them, right there in the middle of the sea. Can you take a look at the magical secret fort garden? Oh, that's the end. Here's just a little fact about nature. Little facts about nature. Ants help pollinate some plants, and they help keep the soil healthy and spread seeds around so plants can grow. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Hummingbirds memorize the location of every hummingbird feeder and flower in their park so they know where to return each year. Whoa. Mourning doves. Both parents, a male and a female, feed young mourning dove hatchlings. Many bird parents drop food into the mouths of their babies, but mourning dove hatchlings get their food themselves by taking it directly from their parents' open beaks. Nice! Well, those are a few facts about nature. If you're interested in nature, this is a really good book. You have those facts at the back that help you know how to make a coffee container seed planter, and like the one Jayden made. Yeah, a coffee container planter, like the one Jayden made, and also something out of a milk carton, right? Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed reading this story. I did. I enjoyed it. I don't know much about nature, but this was such a fun thing to read, to know more about nature. So guess what? Nature can be found anywhere because God made nature and it's beautiful. Once again, my name is Miss Mili. I will see you again in the next episode. Please do not leave without liking, subscribing, and sharing. Thank you very much. Bye.